The past of Fisher King. Although he doesn't possess any superpowers, Fisher King is one of the most respected mutants in Arakko, the master of the Seat of Nothing in the trio of the Seat of Night, and the brain behind the resistance from within the dungeon when Arakko fell to Amanth. Looking back at his heroic and also tragic past, one can understand why he received such great reverence. Fisher King is a relatively young mutant, born and raised during the time Genesis became the new Annihilation and oppressed his own people. He didn't have any powers, but that meant there were no powers for Tarn to steal from him. Fisher King even let a mutant with a devastating mental power named Azathoth ravage his mind until no telepath could sense or read it anymore. I have nothing, and with enough nothingness, I can do anything. Thus, at just 15 years old, he became a haunting ghost in the vile school prison, invisible to all of Tarn's surveillance powers, starting to carry out small-scale sabotage and assassination operations to resist the Annihilation Empire. In an attempt to assassinate Tarn, he met Jura, a female mutant with the ability to see through the truth, who later became his wife and mother of Jin the Weaponless and Kura of Burning Heart. Jura convinced him that assassinating Tarn would be pointless because it would only put another madman in his place, and they would oppress their kind even more. Instead, they needed to prepare a real large-scale campaign to overthrow Annihilation's regime. Thus, Fisher King re-established the Seats of Night, creating an underground intelligence network in prison to prepare forces for the uprising. The opportunity came when Genesis/Annihilation had to mobilize all her finest forces to counteract White Sword's power. Fisher King and his wife joined forces with Solemn to launch a rebellion. However, they did not expect that Genesis's ability to control plants included those in the food they consumed, so she knew about this plan, and the rebellion was crushed in just one day. All 30 years of preparation went up in smoke. Fisher King and Juro were both captured, and Juro was executed by famine right before his eyes and their 2 daughters. That was Fisher King's greatest pain and also why his daughter Jin became so hateful when she thought he was too weak to protect her mother. And the rest is history. X-Men Red 2022 issue 15.